You know when you crave something so much it's in your head 24/7 and you can't get it out of your head until you actually have it? Well, that's what I've been like for the past couple of days about a cheeseburger. I just want a nice, juicy, cheesy, gooey cheeseburger. So that's what we're going to make. A bacon double cheeseburger. Well, cheeseburger. Just couldn't fit the R on the end. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I used to be of the volition of when making a burger, you chuck loads of stuff in it. I used to put all sorts of stuff in my burger mix. Onions, I put an egg in there to bind it, loads of herbs, spices, and it just wasn't good. It was no good. Like, it wasn't satisfying, it wasn't juicy, and I just kind of ended up like with a big grey chunk of meat in between a cheap bun, and I was never satisfied with it. Through my culinary journey and experiences, I have since learnt that less is more, way more. These days, from what I've learned, I don't muck around with it, and neither should you. So what we're going to make today is a bacon double cheeseburger. It's going to be nothing like the trashy ones that you get from cheap burger joints. Say nothing more. We're going to use some nice beef, good bacon, and controversially to some, cheap processed sort of plasticky burger cheese. I don't care what anyone says, it's the only cheese for a burger in my opinion. You can put whatever you like on there. You can put red Leicester, cheddar, Gouda, whatever. But for me, nah, nothing matches it. And I'm also going to make up a quick little sauce. But you can kind of play around with this, make it your own. You can add lettuce, tomato, pickles, bit of onion in there if you want. It's entirely up to you. Because what this is really about is how to cook a good cheeseburger. Because what I'm making today is a nice, simple burger to act as kind of like a foundation if you want to add other stuff. Now, I've always said that when making a recipe like this that's nice and simple, to get it right, all it's really about is doing lots of little steps done well. And that basically means not over mixing the beef, making sure you cook it right, getting that cheese nice and melted, get your sauce ratio right, get the bun nice and toasted. All those kind of things done well will make a great burger. But anyway, that's enough of me waffling on. Let's get down here and make a burger. Right, let's get this burger show on the road. Got my bacon there, put that to one side, got salt and pepper. Now, let's talk about beef. Now, usually I would go to my butcher's and get some nice quality beef from there, but it's a bank holiday Monday today as of the time of filming, and he's shut. So I didn't really think that one through, did I? So what I've got instead is some nice beef from Marks & Spencer's. It's an Aberdeen Angus beef, and it's got 5% fat. Now, that's not enough fat for my liking, so what I'm gonna do is add some butter into that just to kind of get some extra juiciness going. But really what you're looking for is about 80-20 split. So 20% fat, 80% meat. But what I'm gonna do is get this out of its packet. And I'm gonna make quite a few burgers with this, but for demonstration purposes, I'm only gonna make one burger. Get that into our bowl. Quickly wash my hands. Now all I'm gonna do to this beef is season it up. So go in with plenty of pepper. As much as you kind of like, really. It's entirely personal preference. I am going to season the outsides of these just before I cook them as well, so just bear that in mind. And some salt. And like I said before, because this hasn't got much fat in it, I'm going to add some in the form of butter. You can use other fats as well if you like, it's entirely up to you. You can also freeze the butter and then just grate it in, but I can't be bothered. So what I'm going to do now is just kind of mix it all together, but to be careful not to over mix it. I don't want to turn this into a paste. All I'm really looking for is to kind of bind it a bit together and get that butter incorporated, which is probably wiser if you did freeze it and grate it in because it would spread more evenly. And there we have our burger mix. So what I'm going to do, because I am making a double bacon cheeseburger, I'm going to make 2 patties up. I would say about a tennis ball sort of size, something like that. So I'm going to make up 2 balls of that. The rest of that is going in my freezer. So now I've got the beef balls here. What we need to do is form them into patties. Now you can get one of those fancy presses and make them all nice and uniform. I'm just going to do it by hand. And all I'm going to do is just basically just press the burger patty out. And I kind of like them thin. Press them out bigger than the diameter of your bun as well, because they will shrink whilst cooking. I think that looks just about right to me. Onto a plate, and I'll do the same with this one. Pop it on a plate, stick it in the fridge, just to kind of chill out and set up a bit. And whilst it's doing that, we can get on, fry the bacon, toast the buns, etc, etc. Okay, so whilst the burger patties are chilling in the fridge, let's sort our bun out. Go for the nicest looking one. I think it's going to be that one. I'm just going to slice that in half. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. Right, the next thing I'm going to do is whip up a nice quick simple little sauce to go on the burger. Right, okay, simple little burger sauce. What I'm going to do is get some mayonnaise into a bowl. Play around with the ratios to how you like it. Just keep tasting it until you've got it how you want it. I'm going to go with 3 tablespoons of mayo. Now I thought I had a bottle of ketchup. Turns out I don't. And I thought, I can't really justify going to the shops just for a bottle of ketchup. But what I did find is a couple of little sachets I must have nicked from a restaurant some time ago. So I'm going to use those. You know, be resourceful in these times. Might as well do both of them. Bit of American mustard. You can use Dijon English mustard if you want. Just a little splash of that. I would say about a tablespoon. Let's mix that up. Just until it looks like the inside of a toddler's nappy. Give it a quick taste. That's bang on. That's bang on to how I want it. So I'm going to whack that in the fridge, get the bun nice and toasted, slice up the bacon, and then we can get making this burger, because I'm starving. Starving, starving, Marvin. Right, let's get this bacon in the pan. Get it onto a heat first. Just the tiniest bit of oil, just to really kind of get it going. Then I'm going to add my bacon in as it heats up, because that will slowly render out the fat and keep it nice and crispy. And we can use that fat to toast our buns. Yes, yes. Right, so I'm going to lovingly tend to this bacon, get it nice and crispy with some metal tongs, which you absolutely should not do on a non-stick pan. And once we've got it nice and crispy, I'm going to get it out of the pan and toast the bun in the same fat. Right, so the bacon is now nice and crispy, just on a plate sitting to one side. I did drain off some of the fat in here because there's a bit too much and I don't want my buns to go soggy. So with the pan still nice and hot, we're going to lay down our bun. And what I want is a nice sort of toasty golden colour, just going to help with texture, flavour and all that kind of stuff. Okay, let's have a look. Looks good to me, that'll do. So the bun is now nice and toasted. I'm going to clean this pan out now because all that kind of bacon fat and stuff in there and all the residual bacon bits are all just going to burn. So I want a nice clean pan so we can start again. Right, so we've got our patties out of the fridge. They've nicely firmed up. So I'm just going to season them each side again, just lightly. I've also got my clean pan on a nice high heat. Bit of salt. So let's get those into the pan. And you want to hear that sizzle. Okay, so what I'm going to do is get these nicely caramelised on that side. I'm going to cook the burger about 90% all the way through that side and just flip it before I put the cheese on. Okay, time to flip. Yes. Okay, right, there's nothing left to do now but to build this little puppy. So I'm going to take the base and I'm going to start off with some of this sauce. I'm not going to go too mad with it. I'm going to go on with some pieces of bacon. Oh, that bacon is so crispy. Then on with our patties, a couple of slices of pickle, and then of course more bacon. Bacon is live. Bacon is that bit's for me. Nom, nom. Then we take the top piece of our bun, a little bit more sauce, and then boom. There is our beautiful bacon double cheeseburger. Right, time to smash this puppy down my neck. Let's get this in my face. That is heavenly. Heavenly. The smoked bacon really kind of tops this off, and there's a really nice crust on those beef patties. And you know, you've got to have your high temperature and just leave them alone. All right, just let them do their thing before you flip them. The cheese just holds it all together. You know, processed cheese, you know, there's kind of a bit of controversy around it, like, well, you know, it's not real cheese, but it just works with a cheeseburger. I don't know why, it just does. And the sauce and the pickles just kind of cut through it a bit, so it's not too heavy, but it's super delicious, guys. Really, really good. And you know what? Yes, you could go out to a burger joint, buy one that's already pre-made, but you know what that would be? Boring. Make it yourself. Make it yourself. So there we have it, that's my simple, easy to make bacon double cheeseburger. Great foundation, you can kind of change things up, switch the cheeses out, make your own kind of sauce and stuff. But as a starter for 10, cracking little burger. Now if you enjoyed the video, please stick a like down below. Remember to share it far and wide. Also hit that subscribe button, and when you do, make sure you click the bell icon. That way you get notified when I upload it. That way you get notified when I upload a new video. So I'm going to end the video here. Thanks again for watching. Remember, stay safe, stay calm, look out for each other, and I'll see your gorgeous faces in the next video, and bye for now.